What's going on, everybody? Sugar and Spice Topics. So I wanted to report on a 9-year-old who goes to a school. He goes to Fisk Elementary in Chicago. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. He was abused. He was basically kicked out of school. That school lied. Here is a surveillance camera showing you how they kicked him out of school and said he walked out. Check this out. Chicago school forced the coldest boy out into the cold and lied about it, lawsuit says. Staff at Chicago Elementary School made a boy leave the building on a cold March day, coatless and in short sleeves, then lied about what happened, according to a lawsuit that alleges a pattern of abuse and harassment by the staff and the boy's classmates. The fourth grader had been bullied from the time he enrolled at Fisk Elementary School at the start of the school year, his mother Yvonne Pinkston told journalists Tuesday, but the school staff failed to take any action to protect the boy and even became abusive towards him. According to the complaint filed in U.S. District Court in Illinois on Monday, the lawsuit against the City of Chicago, its Board of Education, the school's principal, a counselor, and a security guard alleges a hostile educational environment, saying the school lacked proper policies and training for discipline and didn't investigate allegations of misconduct. It also alleges battery, excessive force, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The plaintiffs are asking for a jury trial. The family's attorney at a news conference Tuesday, a man identified the family as a school security guard, yanks the boy into an office. A few minutes later, a different camera shows the man ushering the child toward an exterior door. The principal, the counselor, and the guard created a barrier to keep the boy from staying in the building, the lawsuit alleges. The surveillance video shows two adults following the boy to the door as he exits, and other adults watching it happen. With all other school doors locked, the fourth grader sat outside in the cold with a polo shirt on for 30 minutes, scared, traumatized, and freezing, Dan Herbert, the family attorney, told reporters Tuesday. Thankfully, the police showed up. A child being harassed and bullied by the caretakers, that's what makes this case overly egregious, and that's why we filed suit for this young child, Herbert said. Here is the crime rate that is in Englewood, Chicago, that I looked up. Look at the robberies, the assault, and violent crimes. The burglaries. A lot of you already know what's been going on with the postal worker, young lady pregnant that was never seen again. She went to work, surveillance saw her on video, never seen again. Kenneka Jenkins is another case of a young lady going to a party with friends. She was reluctant to go, but when she went, she never made it out of that place alive. And it was very janky looking on those video cameras. Everybody in 2017 was trying to figure out what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. That's just the least amount of people that's kidnapped or experienced any type of violent crimes, disappeared. For this to have happened to a 9-year-old kicked out of school on surveillance, you guys saw that earlier. They lied. All these adults that were supposed to help this child, they all participated in that abusive, neglecting behavior. I want to see justice with this. This is not an adult. This is not a young adult. This is a kid under 13, under 15, under 16 that could have been murdered, could have been assaulted, it could have been worse. So I want to see justice. I think it should be harsher punishments for situations like this. You're supposed to protect these kids. They need to shut down that school or fire everybody, give them a psych evaluation, and then arrest them for what they did to this kid. This could have been worse. Based on their anger, they could have even harmed him worse. They could have followed him, murdered him, had that police officer not came. God knows what could have happened to this kid. I thought I'd bring this to light because we need justice, especially for our kids. Peace, y'all.